So unfortunately, the United States has a lot of government entities that are just completely useless, and I think we all know that by now. Just to name one on top of my head, the Department of Equity and Inclusion. Yeah, that government entity totally took us way far into the future. That should just be the main power structure of the world. This should go above the government itself and just be under the umbrella of equity and inclusion. So besides the Department of Equity and Inclusion, there is another totally useless department, and this useless entity is the Department of Environmental Conservation. So if you don't know what that is, I didn't know about it until today as well. I know that Democrats love to have all these environmental policies put into effect, try to essentially make the environment just racist, and white people are dominant in the environment for some reason. In the about section about them, the first thing that pops up is diversity and inclusion and civil rights. And that's always good to see on the government website, even though nature itself shows that not all animals are equal, because if you are a useless animal, you will die. So, and the environment itself isn't inclusive. But I wanted to show you guys this video. It's actually pretty crazy. Our government's just a clown show, guys. Like, it's literally just a clown show. This is a South Park, Simpsons, Family Guy, whatever you want to say. It's just such a cartoon clown show, and nobody in the world takes it seriously. You think they're gonna take Harris seriously? You just fell out
of a coconut tree?
So today we're going on Instagram because this is where it starts at. So there's an Instagram called Peanut the Squirrel 12 right here. Their content is pretty wholesome, if I do say so myself. It's him and his wife right here. They own a farm in New York, and they do what what they do. They conserve animal life, and they help nurture animals, and they take care of. They have horses and stuff. So it's a pretty wholesome channel. If you guys want to, you guys can take a gander at this channel. Really good stuff here and very wholesome. Nothing crazy over here, right? But what if I told you that owning a squirrel is highly illegal in New York? What if I told you guys that? And you think, oh, maybe you get a fine or something. This video is going to show you otherwise. So let's watch the video, a sad video actually, from this family that something happened to them because they had illegal animals.
We just learned that they have euthanized Peanut.
And the raccoon as well.
I am so sorry. This must be really difficult for you.
It not only tears my family apart, but Peanut was the cornerstone of our nonprofit animal rescue. And 10 to 12 DEC officers raided my house as if I was a drug dealer. I was sat outside my house for 5 hours. I had to get a police escort to my bathroom. I wasn't even allowed to feed my rescue horses breakfast or lunch. I was sat there like a criminal after they interrogated my wife to check out her immigration status, then proceeded to ask me if I had cameras in my house, then proceeded to go through every cabinet, nook, and cranny of my house for a squirrel and a raccoon.
So just to put it in the context, guys, they raided their house for a squirrel and raccoon, and they rescue animals. They're actually doing something that this stupid environmental agency would be proud of, right? They're conserving the environment, and this goofy goober, whoever sent their goons to go rip their house apart for a squirrel and raccoon, it's just absolutely madness. It's just crazy. I just don't understand why they did this. I don't understand this.
Got a search warrant?
They got a search warrant.
So a judge signed off.
And a judge signed off on a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon.
It's insane.
And then they took them and killed them.
Why did they go through all that to get a search warrant for an animal that had been with you very safely, and the world witnessed this for 7 years? Why now suddenly did they show up with a search warrant and take these animals?
We haven't a clue. We don't know who made the complaints. Again, Peanut was an indoor squirrel, not harming anybody. He's been with us for 7 years. Not a single complaint was ever filed for this animal.
Man.
We had him for 7.5 years. He became the world's most famous squirrel. We weren't hiding him by any means. He was all over TikTok. He became the first squirrel on TikTok to ever hit 1 million followers. He did every news station around the world. He's helped people. He's helped kids gather joy. And then we started a nonprofit animal rescue called Peanut's Freedom Farm to help animals
They
like Peanut fight a good fight when they're in a neglected case or they're sitting in a slaughter auction. And he was the
It's crazy to me because they even started their nonprofit from the name of the squirrel. And they had this squirrel for 7 years. It wasn't like they found some random squirrel yesterday and they went in there to take them. This is insane, guys.
cornerstone of our life and our organization. We used his platform to help raise money for the 300 animals we have at our sanctuary.
You know, I honestly think that this could be actually a lawsuit. I would actually try to, if this was me, I would try to look into like suing them. This is one of the news articles. I'm just explaining what happened. So it's just insane to me how they would take the animals and just put them down. Like, it's crazy. It's like these are pretty much pets at this point. So I can see right here, Elon Musk made a post about it. You know, leave people and their animals alone. Even if it was technically a wild animal, it's a squirrel, dude. It's a squirrel and a raccoon. It's not like they had like jaguars or something or bears. That would be something different. But a little raccoon and a squirrel, that's insane to me. I just want to know who tipped them off. And I wonder who they pissed off enough to even do this. It's not a small task to do. You have to get the judge to sign off on it, and you have to do all this stuff. Maybe somebody got irritated or something that they're making money off of it, which is weird. Maybe somebody in the governmental office saw this and was like, "Oh yeah, we got to do everything in our power to stop these white people from being successful off of the wildlife. It's supposed to be inclusive, guys." So I don't know the whole story. There isn't really much about why they did it. It's just the only reason is because they are illegal to own, which is absolutely insane because they're freaking rodents. They're rodents. They're rats. And you go on these other pictures. He's trying to start off these memes of like this squirrels, John Wick and the squirrel, and you know, at the end of the day, when Trump wins, which I highly believe he's going to win, this is the man that's going to be in charge for the department that sees these animals, and he sees it. So, you know, hopefully when he wins, hopefully Elon Musk goes on his Twitter and publicly just cuts off this entity and showing everybody that, hey, this is a useless government entity and I'm doing something about it. And like I said in the beginning, this is their diversity page. I don't care to read it, but you know, they care about diversity and inclusion and civil rights, and more than people actually living their lives. You know, taking in a potentially, you know, wild animal, which I wouldn't even be a wild animal because it's tamed. So it's just crazy to me that this is happening. Like I said, we live in a South Park episode. I feel for these people. Go ahead, check out their page. And it's so sad. I thought this was sad that they wrote this whole thing about them being euthanized, and it's so sad. You know, my thoughts and prayers go out to them and the family. It's really sad because their whole nonprofit is from these animals, and now they're gone because the government wanted to come in and do something about it. If you don't think that the government hates you enough, that this Democratic Party hates you enough, this should show you right here. Look at the crime and look at everything that goes on in New York. They are literally throwing Daniel Penny into prison because he was defending the citizens and accidentally, you know, took out the guy that wanted to assault everybody. It shows that the moral status in New York, that they're willing to throw away good people into prison and take away something so innocent away from people who pay their taxes. They're helping the environment too by taking in other animals. It's just absolutely insane that we live in this world where this is diverse and equity and inclusion, guys. This is literally the face of it. If you want to vote for these people again, and keep on having this happen to just normal people living their lives, then go ahead and vote for them. And, you know, at the end of the day, this party hates us. They hate normal people that pay their taxes. It's not even about race. It's just about people who are just, you know, they pay their taxes, work a 9-to-5 job, And they hate us. They hate us. They absolutely hate us. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more content like this. I saw this and it was absolutely crazy. I was just baffled that this was real. I thought this was fake. Like, I'm telling you, we live in a clown world, guys. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.